So this is, I do believe, the start of Yep, this is the start of season 11's lore with Ash. Okay, so I think I'll start. Yeah. All right, so I got to do the comic strip first, and then I'll do that. Comic strip first. All right. Season 11 comic strip series, Trouble in Paradise. Ash has regained old memories that draw her to an important piece of her past. Horizon finds a clue to her son's fate, but doesn't like where it leads. Both want something out of reach. What will they do to get it? That is a good question. That is a very good question. Wow, the next episode is in 10 days, in 13 hours. Damn. 10 days from now? Shoo. Interesting. But we're going to read chapter 1. We're going to read chapter 1. Chapter 1, The Two Halves. It's quiet, eh? Dark computers flickering, parts swaying after Newt's fine works. Bits and pieces of different arenas skitter across the screens. There's a ringing in my ears, maybe from the fight and nearly dying on the claws of a nasty simulacrum. Or maybe it's from inside my head, telling me that what I am hearing. Can it be possible? So this is what Bliss meant about an old friend. I suppose it would have ruined his fun to be more direct. You? How can you be here? You're supposed to be dead? Strange. You would speak to an old friend that way. How dare you? You took my life. You took my son. Calm yourself, Doctor. You're becoming hysterical. I'll show you hysterical, you foul tumshi. You are familiar with exercising logic, working toward a goal. Maintaining your composure is the most effective way of seizing what you are after. What I'm after is my boy. But you know what happened to him. Is that it? That's what you said. But I've learned better than to trust a word that falls out of that lying mouth of yours. She will be distressed to hear that, I'm sure. What? She? What are you on about? You truly didn't notice? Those codes you used to use an unsealed significant amount of data. My past, the knowledge that I am a simulacrum, that I am unconstrained by the limits of human physiology. I was preoccupied absorbing it. The other one was able to rise to the surface and speak with you briefly. I would have expected you to discern her, but her sniveling voice. by her sniveling voice. Wait, what are you? You're away with the fairies? I can see how you might find the situation overwhelming. I will put it simply. Dr. Ashley Reed was a weakling. She allowed herself to be destroyed by those who would have fallen to her. Her missteps led to her demise. I was a small piece of her then, but I have grown. I have become more than she could have ever hoped to be. The other one is what's left of Reed's many weaknesses, but she is immaterial. She is already subdued. Soon she will decay into nothing. Does that answer your questions? Oh, that clears up a few things. You're out of your bloody mind, or you take me for a bigger fool than I could have thought. Your faith is unimportant to me. You may believe my explanation if it satisfies you. Satisfies me? You took everything. My home is gone forever. My son grew up without a mother because of you. You think anything you say will satisfy me? You always were overly sentimental for a scientist, but I assure you it was not personal. What? Dr. Reed had no vendetta against you. I had no such vendetta against you. You were merely one obstacle among many, a casualty of the mission. Like Newton, was he an obstacle? You and the other one, you are both so captivated by him. Curious, I found him quite dull, though I suppose it makes sense for you. He was made in your image. You were there? The day of the explosion? You would have seen him. You really do know something, don't you? Do I? I was under the impression that you didn't trust me. I've had enough of your sick games to last 10 lifetimes. Tell me what happened to my boy. You are in no position to make demands of me. Now I'll be taking my leave. I expect you to find the exit on your own. You think you can take everything from me and then walk away? I suggest you avoiding making any rash decisions, Dr. Summers. We have both been alive for decades, but only one of us has walked through death to get here. And only one of us broke the fundamental laws of the bloody universe to get what she wanted. Oh, and have you gotten what you wanted? You're a monster, and it ain't because you're a machine. If I'd known that was you in there, I would have smashed you to bits before I woke you up. Damn. And yet, here we are. It seems you cannot help but be useful. I expect that friend Lillian would have been impressed with your ingenuity, were she alive to see it. Walks away. Next, the one who walked away. Wow. That was an excellent intro. I like it. I love it. I love it. I love it. That was great. That was excellent. Next episode, 10 days from now and 13 hours. We have a long way to go before we get to the next one. So, yeah. We have a long way to go before we get to the next episode. But that was an excellent intro to Ash's lore. Trouble in Paradise. All right, now let me read the bio lore of Ash. Let me read that. I'm gonna read that. Okay. Here we are. Loops are hell. The same thoughts circling back around and around. A blade tears through me. A titan crushes me. My body breaks. I die. And the thoughts circle back around and around. A blade. A titan. I've been tucked away all this time. No one deserves this. I don't deserve. I'm better than this. What's my name? What's my... Damn it! You're strong. A weapon of will. A mercenary. A murderer. Do I deserve this? I did what needed to be done. Always. I'm a weapon of will. A mercenary. What's my name? Blade. Titan. My body breaks and the thought circles. Let me out! Please! Please! Research audio log entry number 47 transcript. Uncovering further information regarding simulacrum programming is continuing to be a challenge. I suppose this isn't a surprise. Its complexities have been kept quiet by those who have the means to manufacture such machines. Interestingly, Revenant's recent arrival to the games has proven to be most useful. I've borrowed Miss Andrade's research on the subject, though she is too absorbed in her own childish vendetta to realize it. I am, of course, most interested in the risks of the transfer process on the mind. Most notable is that any damage to the ego retention system appears to have significant psychological consequences. Unlike the ignoramuses, I am surrounded by my mind. By my mind is a fortress. There is no doubt that my brain could withstand such a shock at present. However, the inevitable memory loss from the transfer, whatever the extent, represents a confounding variable. I cannot accurately determine the soundness of my brain matter after the transformation is complete. Live an eternity as a fool or slowly die a genius? Quite a dilemma. Me mom were a bonny wee one, Newty, bright and wild and quite short. She was not a mean bone in her delightfully slight body. She didn't raise her voice or her hand. The only thing she raised was me, and she did it right. But she didn't live to see the Outlands teeter on the edge of absolute collapse. She didn't watch helplessly as a trusted friend betrayed her and left her for dead at the edge of a black hole. She got to raise her child, to hold them in her arms each night, to watch them grow tall, taller than her, and oh, so fast. No, she didn't live in a galaxy where hate's so easy, and a friendly smile such an effort. The monster who took my boy from me is back, Newty. So the big question is then, am I like my mammy, bright and wild and able to forgive? I try to be every day, but when I look in Ash's cold, empty killer's eyes, and I see what she took from me, from him, for the first time in my life, my wee one, I hate. I'm sorry, mammy, but I hate. That's Horizon. That's Horizon talking. That's Horizon talking. Damn it. And then of course we gotta read. We're gonna read this. Welcome to New Antilia, the most beautiful place since Harmony. Harmony, the planet on the frontier. Yep. Yep. Only Titanfall OGs know about Harmony. Anyway, welcome to New Antilia, the most beautiful place since Harmony. Feast your eyes on a gorgeous tropical archipelago where all your cares can melt away under the year-long sun. Leave the big city or your local dive bar behind and experience a true paradise made up of multiple micro islands. New Antilia is a home to pristine beaches, exotic wildlife, and all the good vibes you could ever want. Sail around the gorgeous island chain, relax at one of our sun-soaked day spas, swim with gliders, or enjoy a fun-filled evening around a crackling beach campfire. Escape from your troubles and spend a day in bliss. After you see, hear, and feel it for yourself, you'll never want to leave. Yeah, you'll never want to leave. Some locations such as Tribulation Isle, Hannah Beach, and Storm Point are off limits to the public. Please be advised that Warp Travel is not responsible for any damages or injuries sustained outside designated safe zones. That's funny. That's funny. Okay, and I do believe we're all caught up. We are all caught up with the lore. We're all caught up now. Okay.